make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail, man. They basically took this lady's kids because of driving while black. But they got some responsibility in this. Bianca Claiborne and Deontay Williams driving from Georgia to Chicago to go to a funeral. He pulled over in Tennessee, some rural place in Tennessee. And this is why I say driving while black, because they got pulled over for tinted windows. So you pull them over for tinted windows, and then you got weed in the car. So you admit you got weed in the car, and then they basically take you into custody, and they take the lady's kids for like a month. And I'm talking about from 4 months old to 7 years old. Took the kids for a month into DCFS, DSS, with DCS, whatever, but child protective services. Now for me, it's like, on one end, this is why people don't like, white people, because I got it. The cop got to be white. Sorry. It could be somebody who's Hispanic or black in the country, and living a good old boy life. I've been in those situations where I got pulled over by white cops, and then the black cop come, how you doing, boy? You say we listen to country, boy, and it's like, I don't care. It's some bull. You don't care if you put a black face on your racism. I really don't care. But the problem is this. But like I said, I'm gonna be fair about this. I keep telling y'all people who are smokers, man, y'all doing too much. Like, this is the problem. Like, problem number one. Get that stuff out the car with kids in the car. I know y'all think it's okay, but basically they're gonna say you smoke weed, you smoking, you doing drugs in front of kids so we could take the kids. Which, yeah, that's possible. That's very possible, because they're gonna say you're a drug addict. So y'all just keep going, weed ain't nothing. It's like, yeah. But it makes no sense to, we going on a road trip to a funeral, so we got to get high in the car with the kids on the way. Or, I left the weed in the car because I smoke in the car, kind of thing. Cut it out. Just cut it out. But, because you give them, and I got to talk to young brothers about this. I've talked about this before, where, and let me back up. I don't think those kids are their guys. Not all of them, at least. So now you get somebody else's kids taken because you and the mother doing this. It's bad parenting. I'll be honest with you. Do I hold a cop and more? Yeah, because a lot of times people who play driving while black are racist, and I wouldn't trust you to be over my kids, because you probably beat them kids or assault them kids, and years later those kids say, yeah, the police officers did this and they had us in custody. Because those kind of people will give those kind of kids to white people or racist people just like them to abuse those kids. And the quote unquote system will say something like, oh well, we didn't know what was going on. And I was thinking this morning when I was walking my dog. I don't think some of y'all realize this, who are racist people. Like, cause I was watching Snowfall. I was talking to my lady who was watching Snowfall, and just, I guess, a spoiler alert. In Snowfall, Teddy, the white guy, basically, so as it's known in the show, basically kills Franklin's dad. So later on in the show, Teddy steals Franklin's money. So Franklin's like, I'm gonna kill your dad if you don't give me my money. And Teddy's like, yeah, whatever. And then he kills his dad. And at that point, I was like, a lady was like, what the heck? I said, hey, well, I guess Teddy didn't realize he created another Teddy by doing the stuff he did. So now he's ruthless too. And I say that to say this. I don't think some of you people realize y'all keep using racism to break into people's houses, take people's kids, assault people, kill people. I think y'all think that y'all dealing with people. The days are pretty much gone where people are gonna respect you and your laws and your badges because and let you get away with crime just because you got a badge on. These people gonna start hunting y'all down. Real talk, they gonna start hunting y'all down because we see that the system ain't is not really reprimanding or firing people for stuff like this. So it's gonna get to a point where it's an eye for an eye, and no and who's gonna care? I know then y'all gonna come like we're the victims of such crime. We're just doing what we're doing, and some of y'all think y'all we want a race war. No, y'all do not. I know it sounds good in your head. That's not what y'all want. I'm telling you. That is not what y'all want. I know y'all practicing airsoft out in the country, shooting each other with camouflage on. That is not what y'all want to do. Y'all thinking about going to war with people who won't shoot back or won't do crazy stuff back. That's not what's gonna happen. But to have a person in a rural town and he's gonna go, well, it's drug dealing. It, and the problem with that is this: I get the stereotype of the drug dealer transporting drugs from one state to another. The problem is it's always the black drug dealer y'all pull over. Your white friends that's a mule that's been doing drugs and delivering drugs for 20 years. You don't say nothing to. The Hispanic guys, you don't say nothing to. The Asian guys, you don't say nothing to. And you know they exist, and you know some of them personally. you know, and some of y'all are busting people for quote unquote suspicion of drug dealing, really to cover up your tracks because you're getting paid by other people to let them through. So to make it look like you're doing your job, we play the driving while black game. But it was unnecessary to take this lady's kids while and they going to a funeral, and you get to have you as a police officer get to have anonymity and just go home and just be country and racist and play stupid. Yeah, I see what I got them boys. I broke them down. Oh, they went to a funeral. Well, what they gonna do to me? I'm telling you, what they gonna do to you is they gonna start catching y'all while y'all on y'all Sunday dinner with y'all family and air that joint out, and then all of a sudden, what's going on in America? That's what's gonna happen, man. Y'all need to chill that out, man. If it's a misdemeanor, give people their ticket and let them go. Yeah, well, they were stupid for the weed part, but the tenant part, you just pulled them over because you was black in the car. And for y'all people who are not black, they know like whether you know it or not, you don't necessarily have to. All you can tell a person's race per se, even through the tint. Okay, sometimes you look at a car and you say, that's a black person's car, a white person's car, blah blah blah. But no, but all these tints are not like crazy that you can't see through. So they see us. Like if I'm dressed like this and got my hoodie, my hat on, it's a black guy. They're gonna do that. That's what they're gonna do. They look at the hairstyles and stuff like that. So that's how even they had to admit it was racial profiling. So I need to chill that out, man, for somebody to really get hurt. But that's my opinion. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.